What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new movie, Brick. Let's rock this. Okay, so this one comes all the way from the country Germany, and remember I said that a lot of these new international films are just trying to emulate what Hollywood has done. Well, the same goes for Brick. Basically, if you've seen such films as Cube and Vivarium, for example, hell, even the classic show The Twilight Zone, then those are the essence and the high concept that Brick also tries to capture. And after having seen the whole film, I gotta say, their efforts are not too shabby. Brick is hella trippy and not that easy to predict, which I very much enjoyed. A well-paced, intriguing, suspenseful thriller with an emotional punch. Again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, Brick took inspiration from other existing sci-fi mysteries, and those influences are noticeable and very Captain Obvious, but this is one of those cases where the formula still works. Written and directed by Philip Koch, in Brick, Tim and Olivia awake trapped in their apartment behind an impenetrable, futuristic wall which has materialized overnight, and they are not alone. The entire building and its residents seem to be enclosed. What happened overnight? Who built that wall and why? Without any chance of outside help, they must band together to find a way out. Can they solve the mystery of the wall in time and survive? Starring Matthias Schweighöfer, Ruby Ophie, Frederick Law, and Salber Lee Williams. As I implied earlier, Brick is very formulaic. I mean, whatever theories you have about the sequence of events and what's outside the brick wall, I can tell you right now that you more than likely got it spot on. What I do find a bit less predictable and quite fun to watch is the how. How the couple figure out the key to unlocking the brick wall. While it may not be the most earth-shattering twist reveal, it is nonetheless a clever one in my book. Writer-director Philip Koch did a fairly good job of building the psychological atmospheric tension. We know that the sense of claustrophobia from the entire building being walled off can create friction among the characters, which is exactly what happens as expected. The story thankfully hits the ground running. There is hardly a single boring minute. The relationship dilemma of Matthias and Ruby's characters may not be all that deep, but it is sufficient enough to draw you in as they work through their personal issues in order to survive this predicament. Real-life couple Matthias and Ruby, who previously collaborated on Army of Thieves, once again reunited, and their on-screen chemistry together comes across as seamless and organic. The supporting roles surrounding them also play a part in making this collision all the more unsettling. Brick, for all intents and purposes, is a movie where all of its aspects run on just enough, wherein if you demand too much from it, it would only tip the film's quality scale negatively. As far as whether or not Brick serves as some kind of a metaphor with a cryptic meaning behind it, I guess it's open to interpretation, and I'll leave that for you to dissect. All I know is that the film is gripping, interesting, and enjoyable. So yeah, overall I give Brick the rating of 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, the whole film feels like a long-lost extended episode of either The Twilight Zone or Black Mirror, take your pick. But you know what? That's A-okay with me.
We gotta get out of this place.